Hello and welcome back to Tangle Tower. First off, I want to say I'm sorry for playing this so much. I really like the series. It's so much fun. Second off, I looked up how to do this puzzle and then the planet puzzle. I forgot you can move the planets around. And that's...
I did it. What do I win?
And that's the solution for that puzzle. Yeah, but sorry, I'm just been playing this so much. It's really fun. Second off, apparently this game is a series. Like, I think this is the third installment.
Not bad.
Of the Detective Grimoire series.
What was in the box?
It's weird. I think I got the first game on my wish list, so I might play. I think I'm also gonna play that on my.
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
On my thing. Ripped photo. A photograph of two young girls, one with red hair, one with green hair. The photograph has a large piece missing and must be ripped off.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
Let's go now. Run! Poppy?
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
Right.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Right now. But you used to.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
I've got the thing.
Let's take a closer look at this. The pink cassette tape is an older version of the pink cassette player found at the crime scene. Nope.
No.
The pink cassette tape is an almost, maybe just, the pink cassette. That's not right.
Okay, so I was closer with this.
The pink cassette almost, maybe just, the pink cassette almost,
Not that.
maybe just, the pink cassette
There we go.
tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll
Yes.
prove it.
Oh. Yes.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's
Yes.
clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up? And then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
Yeah.
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold
That
on.
it is.
This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
That she would be telling the truth with.
I need to confirm something.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing
Right.
while she was painting, you know.
And
Can
do you
I-
know
can
what
we move
kind
on?
of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano sounds and all.
Sure, it doesn't
Why
belong.
are we...
The tape was found.
It's not mine.
Why not?
Not...
Ah, so we can do this. Okay.
You used.
I want to try something.
Let's take a closer look.
Trying
at this.
something here.
The pink cassette. Almost. Maybe just. The pink cassette. Almost. Maybe. The pink. Almost. Maybe. The pink cassette.
There we go. Okay. Yep.
That is
Yeah,
not...
it is. I'll prove it.
There we go.
You look a little different. Clearly, why'd you tear it up?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
I'm gonna try
The
this.
photo proves Poppy is the murderer.
You sure about that?
Not entirely.
Yeah.
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Oh, okay.
Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now.
You sure about that?
Not entirely. I think the answer is
Okay. So I did get it correct on the first try.
Feathers flashing in the light, from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage.
Nice.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether slowly fraying, floating helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Nice. So Poppy's done, and Flora's done, I believe. Actually, no, Flora's not done because we got a new thing. Right.
I don't know what that is.
weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me. Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about it?
Yeah.
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson
Nice,
the
okay.
next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me, if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Okay, that's gonna be important.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable. Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Don't know.
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
Yeah.
Those petals,
What about them?
it's nothing. They're just unusual.
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
Okay.
Found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones. Like he's in the recording studio with his guitar.
Nice.
No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
Ooh.
I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Yeah,
Why's that?
It's quiet.
it's quiet.
I think it's kind of cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
Does
Yeah.
Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective.
Hmm.
Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No. We found it in Penny's room.
Right.
Okay, so we have her done.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room.
Okay,
Something suspicious.
let's go there now.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's go. Opponent and a pianist.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10 and...
So, there are secrets written in here?
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
It very looks used.
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
I'm not sure about that.
Damn.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Someone else's
It's
diary.
somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
The drawing?
That kinda makes sense. But no.
Okay.
That kinda makes sense.
Let's take a closer look at this. This blue book, almost. Maybe just... This blue... Nope. This blue... That's not right. This blue... That's not right either. This blue... That's not right either. This blue book, almost.
Okay, so
Maybe just...
what I need to change is here.
This blue
There we
book
go.
is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Unshakable loyalty. Hmm.
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets that everyone knew about. Almost. Maybe just
Yeah, that last thing.
Fifi didn't want anyone to see. Almost. Maybe just Fifi didn't want anyone. Almost. Maybe Fifi
There we go.
didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend. But if you're trying to hide something...
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Alright, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
That's also what I would like to know. The secret diary. It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should wrap up that ending. Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them all 5 eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best. She could do with a little company. What?
Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57.
Ooh.
Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me. Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
So thou... Okay, no.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea. This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third. An item from Poppy's childhood. Her
Shut
earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Okay.
Who's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But...
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues. Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Well...
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next!
Fine, alright!
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring. What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
I get why you're...
I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh.
Oh, so you have... Well, I don't know actually what the actual phobia is. It's like arachnophobia, but instead of arachno, aka spiders, it's birds. Aviary? Phobia? I think
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what.
I said what? Alright, so she's all taken care
There's
of.
something about Felix's painting supplies. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Let's go! Run, 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 run. Wake up, old fool! Wait, hold on. I want to check something. So we got all of that.
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it?
Yes.
Your daughter?
Okay, now she's done. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Because that's all my brain would have... Because my brain was like, but what? Yes, hello! No, suspicion! Kill!
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to. Let's take a closer look at
got
this.
it first time. Nice. Haha!
Freya's red paint pot. Almost. Maybe Freya's red. Almost. Freya's red. Almost. Maybe Freya's red paint pot
Here we go.
was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
But it is, though. But it is. Wait, that would be better. Wait, nope. That's it.
This red paint pot almost. Maybe just this red paint almost. Maybe this red
There we
paint
go.
pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Fair. Ah, no, not that. Really? I didn't ask about Hawkshaw with you?
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear, you know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine Supposedly, Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
Huh.
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon?
I did not touch
Is he the
anything.
murderer?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, I have no idea
That
why
is
that
not
happened.
information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him.
What the crap? What is happening? I'm not touching anything. I'm just looking. I'm just like. I have my. I'm holding my chin in like with the finger gun in in the crease of it. I'm not touching anything. Nothing is touching my mouth or my keyboard.
Holds on
I have
to a
no
lot
idea
of
what's happening.
bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival. Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger. Always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
Futile? Why is it futile?
Oh dear,
Do you know who this is?
not a clue.
Everyone's willing to accept that this is not her.
My
Nice.
daughter
I like that
Fiona
detail.
and her best friend. They grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea.
Wait a minute. You said you knew.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Well, we already did it, so.
Goodness me! That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to. Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
It is.
I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead?
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements.
Oh, it's brass.
It's not too bad.
I thought it was
Might be
stone.
salvageable.
Well, that's him done. Let's go to Hawkshaw. And then Fitz afterward. Actually, no. Since it's like 28 minutes, let's go up here and do this puzzle.
You know,
Hey.
I would look at it.
Okay, so there's that. 12, 1, 6, 5. Yes, okay. There we go.
That's the one.
Yep. Okay.
Hey, not bad. Did
Yeah.
you hear that?
There's a little hatch underneath.
Oh, I didn't
What's
mean
in
to.
there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
The Golden Beetle. Oh, it's made out of actual gold. Oh, wow. Various research diagrams. The Golden Beetle, named for its exoskeleton, provides in the middle. 90% identical. The gold has a lifespan of several years. It depends off predators, but the last hit records of over 95 decibels. Ooh, that's loud. and by being completely undigestible, this mistid has somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune for those who see it.
There's something about something.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's go! So we need to go ask everyone that we've seen so far now about one thing! Who did we clear first? Okay, so we cleared her, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 4 more after this. Hawkshaw. Suspicion!
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find.
Yes.
Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects.
Yeah, I can get
the
the
gardener
logic
could
you
have
were going
easily
behind.
kept the beetles
What?
hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He's not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse. It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
Hey, actually...
The handheld microscope? Nope.
Okay.
The handheld... That's not right.
Not here.
The handheld... Almost. Maybe just... The handheld...
There we go, haha!
According to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
But that was super adorable!
Professor Pointer is a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
Yes.
I find her rather embarrassing.
Why now?
Little more than a spoiled child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
Fair enough. Jeez. Ah.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it.
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Fair enough.
Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange.
I know exactly what it is. But I'm not gonna say who it is, because that is another lifetime ago for them.
A photograph of Freya. Could be important.
It is important.
Is that a clue?
Yes,
Dunno.
it is.
It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music. These people really are ridiculous, aren't they? Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
Mm-hmm.
And you consider that important evidence, do you?
Yes.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would.
Maybe. No one knows.
Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Oh. Alright, so let's quickly just knock out the 4 people. Jesus.
You get some weird insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously.
And Tower is the paint. Knock these people out. God, this game is so addictive. I just want to keep playing it.
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
You could.
You could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh. You wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
Alright, knocking. So we have to go do Fitz, Poppy, and Percy next. Let's do Fitz first. Well, that's gonna be in the next video. And I'm just quickly doing errands.
Do you know anything about this beetle?
No, she doesn't. Okay, good. That saves me time. Wake up.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
I think they're trying to figure out why it's made of gold. Well, that's it! That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked it, please leave a like. And if you really liked it, subscribe. If you guys want to see more, ring the bell for notifications. Along with... Gosh, my things are out of order. Along with Tangle Tower. Is it Tangle or Tangled? Also, did I mention this might be a series? I think I did. God, I went a whole video. Whatever. Scatterbrain. Yeah, I think I might play the first one. I'm heavily thinking about it. Anyway, I've played League of Legends, Helltaker, Akinator, Roller Ryan, and Isle of Ew as well on this channel, and other things, of course. But with that, I will see you guys in the next issue. See ya!